Hello and welcome to George and King and Divon's Photography. Joining us in studio are Dean and Dillion. We'll be discussing with them today same-sex relationship in the context of the Love is Love campaign. Welcome, Dean and Dillion.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
How did you find your photo shoot today?
I think that I found it overall a really good experience. Thank you to George and King, obviously, and Divon Photography for having us and being able to do the photo shoot. For me, I guess the major takeaway today was how comfortable I felt with Franky's direction. A lot of the photos that we took were quite public and quite affectionate. And I think it was a testament to how far we've come as a society here in Australia that Dean and I could, sit in a very open environment in Circular Quay with hundreds and hundreds of people around and hold hands or give each other a kiss and no one even blinked an eye. So I thought it went really well.
But it was a nice day. We were in our seats, we were feeling good, we were looking good, and being amongst the crowds and sharing affection, it was a nice, really nice day. Yes.
Excellent. So let's talk a little bit about how you two met. How did you meet?
Well, we met, it was about 8.5 years ago now, in Perth. So we're originally from Perth, and Dean and I went to a festival called Summer Days, and we didn't intentionally mean to meet. We actually sort of, and this sounds so corny, I know, but we caught each other's gaze at the festival, and we got talking. We knew some mutual friends through each other, and we ended up spending the whole festival together. We ditched the rest of our friends. Spent the rest of the festival together, and from there we just started dating, and one thing led to another, and 8.5 years later, here we are. Yeah.
That's 8.5 years. Wow, that's lovely. And just a quick question to throw out there. Do you believe in the one?
We have spoken about this before, and I think we'd be hard-pressed to say that we don't believe in the one. That said, there are a lot of people in the world. So we tend to focus our thoughts and behaviours on what reflects true love, and in particular, a true best friendship. And I think if you start from that place, you tend to establish and build a really strong, loving relationship. And what's better than that is at the end of every day, despite the number of people you interact with or come across, you still choose to be with each other. And that means more than the one, I think.
That's, definitely.
Yeah.
And what do you, delving into a question that's a little bit off topic, what do you believe the biggest misconception about same-sex relationships to be?
I think there's probably two main ones that come to mind. The first is that same-sex couples don't share the same type of love and commitment that heterosexual couples share. I think, relationships like mine and Dean, which are quite even young compared to some other very long-term successful relationships in the gay community, just really proves that not only can you hold a successful long-term relationship with the same love and commitment, but you can achieve the same things, you can share the same values, which takes me on to the second point, which is, I think, the other biggest misconception, is definitely that same-sex couples can't raise kids in the same fashion. It's a common one that I hear around the community, and we just have to simply look around to some of our friends and family who are same-sex couples, who have kids, who have raised their kids successfully, and who continue to even now foster and raise their children in what is the most important thing in a child's environment, just a loving, nurturing environment. And I would say it's just completely untrue. We definitely think that the key ingredients to the parenthood is just having that love and nurturing relationship. So I think those are the two biggest misconceptions.
And finally, what would you say to those who voted no?
Wow, that is actually a really hard question to answer, and I'm thinking how to answer it. And I think the place that I would come from would have to be, how would we expect the No campaign to address that same question if directed to us? And I'd expect the answer to be very little. So I need to return the same behaviour. That said, we believe common sense prevailed, and we are exactly where we need to be.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Dean and Dillion, for being a part of the Georgian King and Divon's Photography Love is Love campaign.
No problems. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks for having us. We can't wait to do this campaign with you. Really looking forward.
Watch this space with Georgian King as we go through the Love is Love campaign together.